Hi, this is Mike Bloom, and we'll continue with our WordPress tutorials. In step one, I showed you how to create your WordPress site, and now I'm going to show you how to start editing the site. So we've logged into our site at wordpresstutorials.blogs.wm.edu that we created at the website blogs.wm.edu. And if you're logged in, you'll notice that you've got a black bar at the top. That's sort of your mini menu bar. What you can do from here is you can jump to the My Sites area. If you double click on My Sites, it'll show you all your sites. It'll also allow you to create a new site. You can go to the site that you're actually in right now, so you can toggle between the site. Now you'll notice that that's a site because it looks like a website, and the administrative panel of the site. So if I click on that name of the site again, it'll take me to the administrative panel where I've got my menu on the left and anything that I can do with that menu item on the right. And depending on what page you're on, you'll have other options over here. So I can create a new post, which we'll talk about in a bit. I can create a new page, whatever I want to do. So let's take a look and see how to get started with the site. So I'm in my WordPress tutorials page, and let's say I'd like to create a new post. So I can go to WordPress tutorials and dashboard, and I can click on posts and add new. So there's posts, and I can add a new post here. I can add a new post on the sidebar. I can even go up to the top bar and add a new post. There are lots of ways to add a post. And when I'm in my posts area, I will also see any old posts that I have. So I'll click on add new. And here's my first post. And I can put some text in here. So the title is going to be up on top where I said my first post. And this is my text area, so I can put any text that I want here. Text, images, links, whatever I want. And you'll notice that I'm in the visual editor right now. And if you hover over any of these buttons, you can see what these buttons do. It tells you that that's a block quote, that's an align left, that's an align center. But there is one button that we want to click on immediately, and that's the Show Hide Kitchen Sink button. And that's going to give me this other line of options down at the bottom. Another thing that I'll tell you is we've got the Add Media button. So if I wanted to add an image, I could click on the Add Media button here, and it would allow me to add an image. I'll do that in another tutorial. I've also got the Visual Editor tab and the Text Editor tab. And if you notice, if I toggle back and forth between Visual Editor and Text Editor, Text Editor is where I can do things like add HTML if I would like to. So I'm going to add a little bit of HTML just to call that a paragraph. You know what? I'm going to, instead of paragraph, I'm going to do bold so you can see what that looks like. And then I'll add more text below. And I'll toggle back to the Visual Editor, and oh, look at that. For some reason, you can't see that it's bold over here, but it will be bold. You can see the bold is lit up. So anyway, let me publish that. But before I publish it, let me talk about some other options that you have. Now, one of the powerful things about a post is the ability to create categories with your posts. And creating categories with your posts is going to allow you to organize your website a lot more conveniently. That's the difference between posts and pages. Pages do not allow you to have categories attached to them, posts do. So let's take advantage of the category. So I'm going to add a new category, and I will call that tutorials, and I'll say add a new category. And now that's marked as the tutorials category. Don't worry about what that means right now. We'll talk about that in a bit. And that's basically it. You can browse through some of your other options, but let me hit publish. And now that's been published, and you can view the post by clicking on one of the view post buttons. There's a view post right here. At the top there's a view post right here, and there's a view post right here. So let's go up to the top and click on view post. And now you can see there's the post, and you can see that that text actually was in bold. And then here's the other text below. And if I click on the WordPress tutorials, you'll see I've got my sample Hello World post, and I've got that first post here, and that's sort of the blogginess of the site, and we're going to change that to make it look more like a website in a little while. So that's adding a post, very easy.